When you prepare a course the traditional way, you usually end up trapped in a cycle of endless copying and pasting. You write your lecture notes, then you reformat those same notes into slides, and then you reformat them again to create student handouts. Every time you rewrite that material, you burn hours of prep time. Worse, you introduce inconsistencies. The slide says one thing, the handout says another, and your lecture script drifts away from both. To fix this, we use the Notes to Slides pipeline. This is a 5-step workflow that takes your original source notes and turns them into all 3 outputs simultaneously. Before you start, you only need 3 things: your structured lesson notes, your 5 AI tools set up and ready, and our 3 specific prompt templates. By generating everything from a single central document, your materials stay perfectly synced. What students hear from you, what they see on the screen, and what they take home to study will all carry the exact same core message. Step 1 is to open Claude and paste in your raw lesson notes. Ask the AI to extract the 12 to 15 most important teaching points from the text. Next, ask Claude to organize those points into a logical narrative arc for your specific lecture length. You want a clear sequence: an opening hook, the core concepts, a real-world application, and a summary. Now we bring in our first template, the slide outline generator. This prompt structure ensures the AI understands exactly what kind of presentation you need. You fill in the bracketed fields with your specific context, tell it the name of your course, the year of your students, and paste in that narrative arc we just built. Instruct the AI to generate exactly 15 slide outlines based on that context. Force it to limit each outline to one concise title, a maximum of 3 to 5 bullet points, and a specific recommendation for a visual element. By locking in this text-based structure first, you guarantee the logic of your lecture flows properly before you ever open PowerPoint or Keynote. You avoid wasting time adjusting fonts and moving boxes around until the content is solid. Now that the slides are outlined, you need a script. We use the Speaker Notes Generator template for this step. The golden rule for speaker notes is that they should capture what you actually intend to say. Direct the AI to write in a conversational first-person tone and explicitly tell it to elaborate on the ideas rather than just reading the bullet points back to you. To keep the pacing natural, you can instruct the prompt to embed behavioral cues. Asking the AI to place pause markers between bots gives you natural breath points and helps you structure your delivery. Before you finalize the script, you must run a quality check. Isolate any specific dates, statistics, or cited experiments from the script and run them through DeepSeek to verify their accuracy. Claude is excellent for creating a natural narrative flow, but DeepSeek is highly rigorous with facts. Using them together builds a reliable firewall, keeping AI hallucinated data out of your classroom. With the lecture materials built, we turn to the student takeaway. Start by pasting your completed slide outline into Qwen AI and ask it to extract a concise glossary of the key terms discussed. Next, take that glossary and your slide outlines over to ZAI. Use the handout summary template to synthesize everything into a polished review document. The template applies strict constraints to keep the output manageable. It restricts the length to a maximum of 500 words, forcing the text to fit cleanly onto a single printed page, divided strictly into key takeaways, a glossary, and a few short review questions. These limits are intentional. They force the AI to distill the lesson down to its most crucial elements, ensuring the handout serves as a fast, effective study guide, rather than a dense, unreadable printed transcript. The final stage of the pipeline is visual quality control. We run the generated outlines through the 5 principles of slide design. Because AI models are built to be helpful and thorough, they naturally optimize for completeness. If left unchecked, they will cram too much information onto a single slide, which directly violates the slide density rule. You should be able to explain the core idea of any slide in a single sentence. When a slide fails this test, you'll see a dense wall of text. It will have 8 to 10 bullet points and try to explain 3 different concepts at once. To fix this, you intervene. Look at the output and split the information into 2 or more separate slides, ensuring each one focuses entirely on a single main idea. This ensures your slides pass the glance test, meaning a student can comprehend the visual in about 5 seconds. Once they process the screen, their attention returns entirely to you and your lecture. By completing these steps, you have generated a structured 15-slide presentation, a complete set of conversational speaker notes, and a highly focused 1-page study guide. Because you use the pipeline, all three of these assets share the exact same conceptual DNA. They are all derived directly from your original source material. Now all that is left is to open your presentation software, paste in the structured text, and apply your university's branding and layout template. This workflow eliminates the friction of redundant typing and manual formatting. You spend your time thinking critically about the content, and the AI handles the repetitive execution.